Enough of theory now, let's start writing some code. In the previous video, we have discussed about constants. So let's write some code based on constant. So what I have done is I have created one folder with name data types and I have opened that folder in Visual Studio Code. Now in that folder, I have created one file that is 01 underscore constants.cpp. Always remember, C++ file needs to have CPP extension. So they should end with .cpp. This is very important. And one more important thing, see, this is not a fixed rule, but usually we programmers follow this standard. So whenever you are naming your C++ file, try to name it in lowercase characters. Okay, so over here you can see that all my file name or all characters of my file name are in small case or are in lowercase. Whenever you want to club multiple words together in the file name, you can make use of underscore. Let's say you want to give your file name as data types.cpp, then maybe you can write it as data underscore types.cpp. So in order to club multiple words together, you can make use of underscore. So I hope you are clear on that part. So let's quickly get started and let's write our code. So initially we will have to include a header file, that is IOStream. Because in this code, what I'm going to do is I'm going to print some constants on the screen. It's going to be very super easy code. So what we'll do is we'll just include our header file. So what we have to do is we have to write hash include, then left triangular bracket, then name of the header file. So in this case, I want to include IOStream header file. So I have written IOStream, and you must have seen that I got IOStream name in the suggestion. I just clicked on enter and then it got filled over here. Okay. Then after this, I'll have to include the namespace, standard namespace. So I'll have to write using namespace std. This is pretty common syntax. Okay, right now don't worry too much about it because we have a separate module for namespace. Don't worry about it. After this, there's a main important thing of a program, that is your main function, that is your entry point or starting function. So how we write our main function? At first, we have to write int keyword. See, we know now this int is a keyword. Okay, it represents integer data type. Okay, then we have to write main, which is name of the first function that we are writing in this code. See, this is also a standard. You have to write it like this only. Again, don't think too much about the syntax right now because this is beginning of the course. Again, we are at the start. Okay, we just got started. So after this, we have to give curly bracket open, curly bracket close, and in curly bracket open and curly bracket close, you have to write your code. Okay, always remember at the end of the main function, always write return 0 statement. See, even if you don't write this statement, there is not going to be any issue, but it's always recommended to write this statement. So now what we'll do is we'll print few constants on the screen. So first, let's try printing 10 on the screen. How we can print 10 on the screen? Let's see that. So for that, what I'll do is I'll write cout. See, we use cout for printing things on the screen. Then we have to use two left triangular brackets and then whatever data we have to print. So in previous case, in previous code, we printed hello world in double quotes, right? So that was a string constant. I think now you have started getting an idea. See, hello world in double quotes is a string constant. Now in this case, what I have to print is I have to print 10, which is an integer constant. So how we can do that? See, whatever data you want to print, you just have to write it over here. And then I'll just give semicolon. Always remember, every statement or every line of your C++ program should end with semicolon. Okay, so let me just save it and let's execute this code. Let's try to execute this code. Let's see what we get in the output. So I'll just open the terminal and I'll type g++ followed by name of the file. In this case, name of file is 01 constants.cpp. Let's hit enter. You can see now our code has got compiled. You can see a.out file is created. Yeah, one more important thing. Right now for this module, I have shifted on Linux. I was facing some issues with my Windows machine. So I have shifted on Linux. So you can see that on Linux, instead of a.exe, we have a.out file. Okay, so this is the name of output file in Linux. In order to execute this file, what we have to do is we have to write // then a.out. And you can see the magic. You can see 10 is getting printed over here. Now what is happening over here? 10 is getting printed, but this thing is getting printed immediately after 10. In order to take this thing to the new line, what we have to do is we have to give new line after 10. We have to give enter after 10. So how we can give new line after 10? So there are two ways. So the first way is, see, this is very important, so focus very carefully. What I'll do is I'll just remove this semicolon. I will write again two more left triangular brackets, and then in double quotes I'll write /n. See, /n indicates new line. In C++, /n indicates new line. So what is going to happen over here? First, C++ is going to print 10, then it is going to print /n, whereas /n indicates new line. So basically after 10 it's going to give enter, and whatever content which is going to printed after 10, it will be printed on the new line. So let's test this code. Let's see whether it is working correctly or not. So I'll just compile this code again. Always remember, whenever you make any change in the code, you will have to recompile it. So I'll compile it again and then let's execute it. You can see that now 10 is getting printed and the content after 10 is getting printed on the new line. So this is happening because of this /n. Now there is one more way of printing new line. So let me just show that to you. So let's say I want to print 20 on the screen. So I'll write cout 20, and after 20 I want to print new line. So you can also write ENDL. So ENDL indicates end of the line. Okay, so it is very similar to this /n. So if I compile and execute this code, you can see that we are getting 10 and 20, and after 10 and after 20 on both the lines we are printing new line. So these are the two different ways of printing new line in C++. There is one more way actually, so let me show that to you as well. See, over here we have written /n in double quotes. Okay, now let me write one more line. So what I'll do is I'll write cout, then let's say 30, and what I'll do is I'll again write left triangular brackets, and over here I'll write /n in single quotes. Let's see whether this works or not. So I'll again compile and execute this code. You can see that even this thing is working. Now what is difference between this and this? Whenever we write something in single quote, it is character constant. So see, in C++, /n is a special character. /n is a special character in C++ and it indicates new line. Okay, so what is /n? /n is a special character in C++. It indicates new line. See, usually in C++, whenever we talk about character, it's going to be a single keyboard character. Usually we have characters like a, then let's say hash, or let's say hash, then let's say percentage. Yeah, so we have such kind of characters, single character. But single characters are not enough. They are not like fulfilling the entire need of our programming. That's why what C++ has done is, C++ has created some special set of characters. So characters like /n is one special character. You have to enclose it in single quote as it is a character. Then there are few more special characters. Let's say you can also have /0 as a special character. See, we are going to discuss about all these special characters as and when we'll go ahead in this course. Right now just remember, /n is a special character. So what is the difference between this and this? In this case we are writing /n as a character, and in this case we are writing /n as a character of a string. See, what is a string? String is a sequence of characters. So in this case /n is one character of sequence of the entire string, and in this string there is only one character, that is this character, that is special character that we have, that is /n. So I hope now you are clear about how we can print new line in C++. There are three ways. First way is using double quote /n. Second way is using ENDL. See, this ENDL is special operator in C++. Right now let's not go in that much discussion of ENDL. You will get more idea about it when we'll start with object oriented C++. Right now just remember, it's a special operator, or it's a special object, I'll say, in C++. And we have third way as well, where you can write /n in single quotes. So in this way you can print new line in C++. Now you might have observed one thing over here. In cout we can actually write multiple triangular brackets. You can see over here I have written two triangular brackets, and I have given two datas to print to cout. The first data is 10, second data is /n. We can actually write multiple constants after the cout statement. See, over here we have written 10. After that we have given left triangular brackets, then we have written double quote /n. Let's say after this I want to print 10.5 on the screen, so you can write it over here as well. Okay, then let's say after this you want to print hello world, so you can write it over here. And then let's say after hello world you want to give new line, so you can write new line over here only, or maybe after you can write new line after this. Both are fine. So whatever you want to print on the screen, you can just club it using this left triangular bracket and it's going to work. All right. So let's try to execute this code. Let's see what we are getting in the output. So I'll just clear my terminal. So to clear the terminal, command is clear. Then we'll just compile this code again and we'll execute it. You can see we are getting 10, then we have /n, then we are getting 10.5. Then after 10.5 we are not giving any /n or we are not giving any new line. So that's why after 10.5 immediately we are printing hello world. And then after hello world we are giving new line 2 times. First time over here and after this we are giving it over here. That's why after hello world, once new line is getting printed over here and after that it is getting printed over here. And then 20 and 30 is getting printed. So in this way you can print things on the screen. Now let's say you want to give a space between 10.5 and hello world. How you can do that? It's very simple. You just have to add space over here. Once you add space over here, then space will be shown. So whatever you type over here, whatever you type in string, it's going to be considered as a character. Always remember, in C++, space is also one character. Whenever you give space, space is also one character. It is also one special character in C++.